All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of your WrestleGeddon podcast on this wonderful Friday the 13th. So we're joined by the camp counseling slaying Jason Voorhees.
What's up? Happy Friday the 13th.
Oh man, good stuff today. Always love a good Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
It's just too bad they hardly ever do Friday the 13th marathons anymore.
Yeah, my suggestion is get you the box set of DVDs because it never fails that every streaming service that has Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th they take it down so that you have to pay for it.
Yeah. Oh man, it sucks. So I remember like AMC used to do it, USA would.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sci-Fi did at one point.
I had them on VHS, so I just used to just fucking pop them in the VCR.
Nice. But speaking of Friday the 13th, if you head over to the Triangle Terracon Facebook page, we're doing a Friday the 13th giveaway. 13 pairs of tickets to the event. All you got to do is find the post with the graphic for Friday the 13th and just type in the comments what your favorite film was on the franchise.
Ooh, that's a tough question, Chris.
I know. Then we'll announce the winner on Monday.
Or winners. You talking about the original franchise or every movie or?
I just anything in that franchise, so or anything with the except for the series. That didn't really have anything to do with Friday the 13th.
I like part 3 or 3D, whatever you want to call it. That's probably my favorite one.
Mine's Jason Takes Manhattan. I don't know why.
That's another really good one.
I just like that one.
I've always the first one I watched.
My favorite part in that whole movie is when the black dude's on the roof and he's trying to box Jason, and then you see it like flash of the cab, and they're like, "Oh, where's so and so?" And Jason like knocks the dude's head off, and it lands on the front of the hood of the cab. Just cracks me up every single time.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, that's great." That is definitely one of my favorites. Obviously, the first one is pretty good too. It kind of sets the tone, even though a lot of people mistakenly believe that Jason was the killer in that one, and they forget it was actually his mother. So,
yeah, there's two movies where Jason wasn't the killer.
which one was the other one?
I think it's called. Is it called New Blood?
Oh,
it's the one where they're at the like the crazy house or whatever.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff there. I love a good scary movie. The other one I like too, it's kind of a cross between two franchises, Freddy versus Jason.
Like they're rolling.
That one, I don't know if it still does, but when it came out, it had the highest body count of any horror movie.
The remake of Jason might have passed that one though. That the one that they remade in like 2007. Because it kind of starts off showing like the mom and like a flashback, and then it has like the like early killing scenes of the like kids at the camp, and then the brother comes to find the sister or whatever, and then those other kids. So I don't know. It has a pretty high count. No. Or actually, I don't know that Halloween. I don't know if you want to count. Was it Halloween Kills?
Whew. Yeah. Apparently I was way off. If you rank it by villains, Pinhead from Hellraiser has 256 kills, or 300
in one movie.
Yeah, apparently, or 321 if you include the entire franchise. Jason has 150. Dr. Jack Griffin from The Invisible Man has 124. Freddy is 79. Matthew Cordell from Maniac Cop has 56. And Chucky has 67. That is crazy.
But that's like the villain. I'm talking about like you talking about the movie though, right?
Yes, yeah, movies. Let me see. Halloween Kills in 2021 had 30 plus kills. The Mist had 30, over 30. Killer Clowns from Outer Space had 40.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of getting technical because like killing a bunch of people at once.
Yeah. Cabin in the Woods had 56. It's mainly because the end of the movie when they killed everybody.
Yeah.
Oh man, my screen just crapped on them. Come back. There we go. Yeah, okay. Secondary screen like went blank for a second there. 30 Days a Night had 60. Us 66. Carrie had 70, the original Carrie. Belko Experiment 84. Slither had 100 kills. Invisible Man 105 from 1933. The Purge Election Year 110. Jesus. Dusk Till Dawn 120. The First Purge 130. From not like the first Purge movie, but the one that's called The First Purge. Also spot. That was in 2016. Dusk Till Dawn 120. First Purge 130. Dawn of the Dead 140. That's the 2004 remake. Brightburn in 2019 had 274. Jesus. Is that the apparently that's the highest one, Brightburn.
Brightburn?
Yep. Let's see the James Gunn's retelling of Superman, like what if Superman was actually evil. Here we go. So Brightburn was the highest. Awesome stuff there. All right. Well, let's get into it. With, of course, the random band entrance theme. And the random band entrance theme this week is none other than Jefferson Starship / Starship.
Yeah.
All glorious 80s pop rock. Oh man.
I knew more than what I thought I would know.
That's same. Like I know like the biggest one, of course, is the one I went with, which is Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now.
Is that what you went with?
That's what I went with.
I like that song. I didn't recognize that was them. But that's like one of those songs like when it comes on like Jack FM or something. You're like,
yeah.
Oh
man, I like this song.
But I went with a better one that was going to be better for entrances, and I went with Jane.
Nice. You went with which one?
Jane.
Isn't that Orange Cassidy's theme?
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck. I guess I'm gonna have to go with. I guess I go with winds of change and just do something fucking slow. Fucking.
A slow ass Undertaker walk. Oh, awesome. All right. What do we got for next week?
I didn't know that was Orange Cassidy. I just told you how much I hate fucking Orange Cassidy. I don't know. It's freaking. Hey, he comes out to Jane, right? Not like Sweet Jane or nothing, right?
Oh, yeah, it's Jane. It has that nice little guitar riff, like something like that.
Hey, it has like a nice like little rock sound to it.
Yeah.
Fucking Orange Cassidy. I knew I hated his ass. Fuck up my fucking random band.
Oh, awesome. All right. Who we got for next week?
Next week we have the Marshall Tucker Band.
The Marshall Tucker Band.
I always get them confused with the Doobie Brothers, I think.
I can say I'm not familiar with the Marshall Tucker Band.
I think they're the one that sing the I got one more silver dollar. Is that them?
I have no idea.
And I'm not gonna let them catch me. I think it's called Midnight Riders. Or Midnight Riders.
Oh, let's see. Songs.
Or is that wrong?
I don't know any of these songs.
Was Midnight Rider one of them?
It's not showing up on this quick list here.
Does it have Can't You See?
Can't You See?
Can't you see what that woman she been doing to me?
So they got some of their hits listed as Can't You See, Hurt in a Love Song, Fire on the Mountain, and Take the Highway.
Oh, yeah. Fire on the Mountain. Yeah. Marshall Tucker, man.
All right. I'll give that a listen this week and see what I can find. Awesome.
You'll notice some of them here.
Probably. It's probably one of those things that, like, my grandma used to listen to or something, or I had one grandma, she was like really into country music, so she listened to a lot of at the time, like in the 80s, like the country.
Marshall Tucker, yeah, I think they're more like Southern rock. I think they're like Southern rock.
Okay. You may listen to them too. I don't know. Moving on. Right. So that's it for the random band interesting this week. Jefferson Starship / and next week the Marshall Tucker Band. We're gonna go ahead and skip over in your housekeeping this week because I don't really have anything, and I don't think you don't have anything, do you?
No.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna get into. Bam! See that again. Bam! All right. Instant replay this week. For those who are unfamiliar with this segment, it's just basically where we run down the week in wrestling and some of the news. And we'll kick it off this week with the news. It was announced on Monday Night Raw this week that starting on October 7th, through the end of the year, Raw will be going back to 2 hours on the USA Network before they're moved to Netflix. So 2 hours of Raw.
2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, back to 2 hours until
Okay.
the end of the year. Until they moved to Netflix. Now Netflix, they can go as long as they want.
Yeah, Netflix probably 3.
Also with that, SmackDown debuted on USA Network tonight. That is currently on if you're watching. Kicked off the show with the Undisputed Championship match and Cody Rhodes and Solo in a steel cage. Replays of SmackDown will no longer be on Hulu. They will move to Peacock starting tomorrow.
Cool. I also heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but that they're going to do a couple of Saturday night main events on the NBC.
Yes, they did file the trademark for Saturday night's main events, and that is actually in the news here. And Jesse Ventura is set to return for color commentary for Saturday night's main event.
Hell yeah. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
that was like the best news I heard all day today. So I was psyched. I was like, yes. So it'll probably be like Michael Cole and Jesse Ventura for Saturday night's main event. So I'm cool with that. I like Michael Cole. He's taken like 20 some years to grow on me. So, he's definitely.
I don't like Michael Cole.
So that's that. Last bit here of WWE news. We got a couple new Legends deals signed by Armando Alejandro Estrada and Miss Jacqueline. Legends deal signed. So we'll be getting some merch from Miss Jackie and from Armando Alejandro Estrada, which is good because we need a Mattel scaled Estrada to go with our Mattel scaled Umagas, and we definitely need a Miss Jacqueline.
Need a Jacqueline and a Jerry King Lawyer and have them slap each other.
Now we can just get a Terry Runnels and we can get PMS.
Yeah, Jacqueline, she's like, she's wrestled dudes back in the day.
Yeah.
She was legit. And they said like she could take a bump better than anybody.
Yep. Very high praise from the Dudley boys. So.
You ever seen the thing I'm talking about? I know you didn't see it. Well, she was in USWA, and it might have been like when she first started as like Sweet Georgia Brown or something. She was, who the fuck was she? She was managing somebody or whatever, and she came out and was like talking shit to Jerry Lawler. I'm like, she slapped the piss out of Jerry Lawler, and fucking Jerry Lawler turned around and like slapped the piss out of her, dude. I mean, I'm not like really slapped her, you know what I mean? And it was like great fucking TV, dude. I have to find the video and send it to you.
I remember her Hall of Fame induction speech from the Dudleys. Like they said she didn't want to mess with her. She was one of the toughest and most badass chicks in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Yeah, she had a bunch of matches and in mixed tag matches in USWA. WCW, I think she had a match with Disco Inferno.
I remember that.
She had a match with Jeff Jarrett in USWA, I think. And then let's see, she's had I'll say, didn't she wrestled Crash Holly at one point, didn't she?
Probably. Who didn't wrestle Crash Holly for that hardcore title?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it was believable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's not too many people that you would be like, oh, yeah, I believe, she probably could kick his ass.
That is true. That's awesome. I'm psyched for both of them. Of course, we announced last week that Victoria and Melina had both signed Legends deals, so it's good to see some new blood getting signed for the Legends contracts and stuff. They got a lot of fans, especially Miss Jacqueline, Victoria, Melina. There's quite a bit of fans out there that are clamoring for more, especially like WWE official merchandise, action figures, things like that. I mean, it's been years since we've gotten figures from any of those. As far as us, me personally, the action figure collector, that's one of my big things. And then getting them back in the video games, and T-shirts, and all that stuff. Though, it's definitely huge props to WWE for signing these people. A little bit of AEW news. Apparently, AEW is in talks with Fox and Paramount for a new AEW show on one of those networks called AEW Shockwave. Apparently, Fox is highly interested in it. What do you think? Big move for AEW to get on non-premium network?
Yeah, I think it'll be a better move than what they've been doing. So if they can get on Fox or something, that'd be pretty cool. It all depends on the day, though.
Yeah.
They said a day yet or not?
They just said they're interested. That AEW was in talks with those two networks for that new show. They haven't really. Nothing's official.
Yeah, like a Tuesday or Wednesday is fine, but they wouldn't
do Wednesday because of Dynamite. It'd probably be like a Thursday or a Friday.
Maybe they did like Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
They can't do it Friday because of Rampage, right?
Oh, they have Rampage. That's right. So it have to be like a Thursday, or they go Tuesday and go.
They can't do that. They can't. Yeah, they can't do. They can't do Thursday because you got NFL football half the year.
That's true too. So, the hell night would they put the show on unless they get rid of Rampage altogether, or unless they do Shockwave Live for 2 hours, and then switch it over to Rampage on TBS or TNT for that last.
Maybe it's not gonna be like an evening thing. Maybe it's like a Saturday morning or something.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but I think, like you're saying, I think it's gonna be it'll be a good move for them to get on more a channel that's readily accessible. Because you look at like the numbers that SmackDown does, and that's being on something. Hey, everyone gets Fox. So, like whether you're paying for premium cable or not, or if you're pulling it in on an antenna, like everyone has access to Fox.
Yeah, I don't know. Shockwave to me should be like a Sunday or Saturday morning.
Yeah,
like Shockwave Saturday morning.
I don't think if it ends up being on a Saturday morning, I don't think anybody's gonna watch it.
Yeah, dude, I used to get up every Saturday morning and watch fucking wrestling.
Yeah, that was us.
If it's on like 10, if it's like 10 in the morning, before you go do shit, people get up, watch wrestling, and then go do shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it like at noon because that's when college football starts. But you get that like Saturday morning. They get some cool ass song, like
Shockwave, Shockwave.
It'd be like WCW Worldwide or whatever.
That's the thing. Like we had Saturday morning wrestling. Like this generation now doesn't. This generation of fans. So I don't know if they'd.
Or like a late ass fucking Saturday night at like 12.
Like a shotgun Saturday night.
Yeah, Shockwave. Have a bunch of Girls Gone Wild commercials on while you're watching it. They'd be fucking reliving the glory days.
Oh man, that was like watching ECW too. Oh man, that was awesome. A whole lot of good stuff there.
But yeah, they have a lot of talent, so it probably makes sense to add another show. To me, they should have fucking us Ring of Honor. We don't have a Ring of Honor show.
Just put Ring of Honor back on TV instead of coming out with another AEW branded show.
There you go right there. Ring of Honor Saturday nights, dude.
Yeah.
So we need make it happen, Tony Khan.
Honestly, they should have did that instead of Collision. Which the Ring of Honor product would have brought in more viewers.
But the Collision thing was just to separate Punk from the Young Bucks.
Yeah. And the ratings
like the whole reason.
The ratings were a lot higher with Punk on there.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's like the whole reason why that show was invented. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes like, how about we do separate shows? And you don't have to see them.
That is true. I know. One other last bit here of AEW news before we get into the wrestling for the week. It's being talked that rumored, I should say, that AEW has signed a new deal with Warner Discovery. Nothing has been announced yet, but that deal also may also include streaming with HBO Max or with Max. So we could potentially have pay-per-views moving to Max.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. I mean, it makes sense nowadays. Like, there's really like not a lot of pay-per-view anymore. Like with the bigger companies. I know like UFC still does pay-per-view, but even then you can still, well, no. Let's say there's not really like a network for UFC, but yeah. So I think it'll be just better all around. Expose people more to wrestling. So. All right. Anywho, Monday Night Raw this week, coming to us live from Canada. We saw the returns of Natalya and Bret Hart.
Dun, 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 dun.
And the best part of it was Gunther telling Bret Hart that Goldberg was his favorite wrestler.
Dude, that was like that made the whole fucking segment. Because everybody just assumed that he's gonna say Shawn Michaels. Nope. But then when he said when he said Goldberg, dude, that shit was fucking crazy.
Bret all the time. Fuck Goldberg. Fuck Bill Goldberg. It's not even Goldberg. It's Bill Goldberg. Bret refuses to call him anything other than Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
Oh man, I thought it was great, and that just that kind of set up more Sammy and Gunther for Bad Blood for the world title. Which we know Gunther will pick up the win on that one, obviously. Then we had a couple other matches get set up and added for Bad Blood with Priest versus Finn, which we knew was going to happen eventually after that mixed tag team match went down. And Punk versus Drew, which we thought they were done, but last Monday, not this past Monday, but the Monday before, when Drew destroyed Punk and sent him packing in the ambulance. But we're going to get Punk and Drew one last time in a Hell in a Cell match. So this will be the rubber match. So.
Yeah, that has to be the main event.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. That strap match was awesome. The match they had before that was awesome. So the Hell in a Cell match should be pretty solid. So pretty good. That's pretty much the biggest stuff that came out of Raw this week. Note we have a number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, who the hell won that match? Why can I not remember off my damn head?
Number one contender.
The hell was in that match? It was a fatal 4-way. It was Pete Dunne, Strowman. Strowman took the place of Bronson Reed. Fuck. Where's Garrett when I need him? He would have remembered.
Yeah, Garrett always.
Oh, Lord. Jey Uso. Jesus. Jey Uso. How the hell did I forget that one? Jey Uso, number one contender.
Jey Uso,
for the title. Yep, Jey Uso won that fatal 4-way. So he'll be taking on Braun Breaker at Bad Blood. Okay. All right. NXT had some pretty solid stuff this week. I did watch that. Street Profits ended up replacing the Rascals. They apparently had travel issues or something, and they couldn't make it. So Street Profits took on Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Axiom and Frazier won, but both teams ended up getting destroyed by the Guerrillas of Destiny and Jacob Fatu by orders of the Tribal Chief. Jordan Grace had an open challenge that was answered by Sol Ruka, which was an awesome match until Rosemary and Wendy Chu got involved. The match got thrown out. Obafemi had a mystery opponent, which ended up being none other than Hammerstone. That match was badass. If you didn't get a chance to watch that, definitely go back and check that out. Talk about meaty men slapping meat.
Oh, yeah.
Those two beat the shit out of each other. It was great. Of course, Oba came out on top on that one. And Trick, last man standing. And we'll go on to face Ethan Page. So, awesome match there.
They should have Trick and Jey Uso versus each other.
Oh,
and then the crowd can't say yeet or we'll take Trick after if like whoever loses the crowd can't sing their song anymore. That's a switch song.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Yeah, right. Oh, that pay-per-view's going on already. Okay. Where am I going? All right, AEW this week. We kick it off here. All Out. I did not get a chance to watch this. I heard it was the cage match between Strickland and Hangman Page was a complete horror show.
Yeah, that's like the only match I watched. Yeah, it's one of those things where it was like it did too much to make it believable. You know what I mean?
I will say they did something that I've never seen in a match before. When I saw some highlights for it, I have never seen anybody take a syringe and shove it through their opponent's cheek.
Yeah, but it's not like the most devastating move ever.
No, it was definitely something to make you squirm because a lot of people hate needles, and then you see someone jabbing a needle through someone's cheek. You know,
yeah,
that definitely had to have been Swerve's idea. There's no doubt on that one.
And then the powerbomb on the brick or whatever. So like that should have been the finish. Like you can't kick out of that because then we know it's not a real brick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yep. You definitely think that would have been.
And that was like that with their other hardcore matches. It's like either use real weapons or don't, and then the fake stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna present it as real, sell it as real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like. But it'd be funny, like, a match since they introduced the syringe. So, like, have somebody have, like, a syringe one day in their tights, but it'd be, like, filled with, like, steroids for them. So, like, they shoot themselves up. And, like, if the guy comes, like Popeye spinach or something.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
He shot himself with steroids in the ass. Oh, my God. What's he gonna do? He's gonna kick his ass. I hope you don't murder his family.
Oh man, just some quick results here for the pay-per-view. Daniel Garcia lost to MJF. The Young Bucks retained over Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Will Ospreay retained over Pac, the bastard, Pac. Chris Statlander defeated Willow for the CMLL Women's Championship. Continental Championship match.
Daniel Bryan retained, right? Didn't he wrestle?
Yes. Okada retained the Continental Championship. Mercedes Moné retained the TBS Championship. The other big match of the night, the Bryan Danielson taking on Jack Perry. Danielson retained, which we all kind of figured he was going to, but this led to the Blackpool Combat Club turning on Bryan Danielson. Pretty much all of them but Wheeler Yuta beat down Danielson at the end of the match. Pac was kind of holding Yuta back from trying to make the save. But then Moxley pulled out a freaking bag and tried to suffocate Daniel Bryan. He had that bag over his head for like a minute.
Like what kind of bag? Like a grocery bag?
Like a plastic, like a thicker. It looked like a thicker type of bag, not like a grocery bag, but like kind of like one of those like at Target we had like the bags for like the chemicals.
Oh, okay.
Type bags
Yes.
that look like something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it looked like something like that. So
You can still
obviously
put the
there's
hole
probably there's probably some like, because it didn't look like when they showed Daniel Bryan's face in the bag. You know how like if they have it like closed completely tight, it like goes completely up against your face, like the air being sucked out of it. So it never did that like the entire time that Moxley had it over his face. So it was definitely like gimmick to the point where he wasn't actually suffocating, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but it was
I mean,
pretty
he's
cool.
alive, right?
Yeah, he's alive. Then
Didn't so I remember somebody else doing that. I want to say like, didn't Shane Douglas do that to somebody in ECW?
probably.
I don't know. Y'all have to Google that, people.
Kind of feel like
Could
it
be
may have been
wrong.
like a Sabu thing or a New Jack thing. Sounds like something New Jack would do.
Oh yeah, it could be. I want to say it was Shane Douglas. I can't 100% guarantee that's who it was.
No one's surprised.
I'll say like Shane Douglas and like Tommy Dreamer or somebody.
And then of course, Hangman Page defeated Swerve.
Because that's where
Dynamite this week. Moxley's been calling out Darby Allin the last couple weeks since he's come back. Basically, Darby Allin has a title shot banked that he hasn't cashed in from winning one of the casino battle royals. So Moxley was trying to get Darby to give him the title shot so he could end Bryan Danielson's career. Darby told him no, not happening. But they're gonna wrestle each other at Grand Slam, and the winner will get that title shot to face Bryan Danielson. Then they had a tag team battle royal for the main event. Will Ospreay. What's that?
You're gonna have a TLS match.
TLS.
Tables, ladders, and skateboards. Tables, ladders, and skateboards.
Don Callis talked Will Ospreay and the teaming up with Kyle Fletcher for the tag team battle royal thing. Ospreay and Fletcher won. The new number one contenders go against the Bucks. But the biggest thing coming out of this for me, Nigel McGuinness shows up and says, "Hey, I'm going to talk to Tony Khan. You're coming with me." Later that night, Nigel McGuinness issues a challenge to Bryan Danielson for Grand Slam. So continuing their decades of animosity between the two of them, Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson, one more time. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'd be all right. It's one of those things where I feel like, I don't know, maybe it'd be good. We'll see.
Yeah.
No,
I love Nigel McGuinness. I miss seeing him wrestle. So I'm glad that he's able to do it again.
I was thinking we was talking about John Moxley and Darby Allin's like Darby Allin fought like a little baggy a week and like reciprocate Moxley like over.
Well, it's funny during that promo when Moxley was telling him to give him the title shot. Darby looks at me, he's like, "You been drinking again?" He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome."
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Oh, good stuff.
Goddamn Darby Allin.
All right. TNA has a pay-per-view tonight going on actually right now. Victory Road is happening. You've got the card for this is Kushida versus Leon Slater. Hammerstone and Jake Something versus Eric Young and Steve Macklin. The Hardys taking on First Class. Mike Bailey versus Zachary Wentz for the X Division Championship. PCO and Rhino versus Deathmatch Royalty, the team of Matt Cardona and Steph DeLander. Knockouts Tag Team Championship match, Spitfire taking on the Masha Slamovich and Tasha Steeles. If Spitfire loses the match, they must disband as a team. Joe Hendry taking on Josh Alexander. TNA World Tag Team Championships, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, ABC, defending against the System for their rematch. TNA Knockouts World Championship, Jordan Grace taking on NXT's Wendy Chu. And singles match for the TNA World Championship, Nick Nemeth defending against Moose. It's pretty freaking awesome. Some of the results have already come in for this. Kushida defeated Leon Slater. Hammerstone and Jake Something defeated Eric Young and Steve Macklin. The Hardys defeated First Class. Mike Bailey defeated Zachary Wentz. Spitfire defeated Masha Slamovich and Tasha Steele, so they'll remain as a team. And Joe Hendry defeated Josh Alexander. So we still have ABC versus the System, Jordan Grace versus Wendy Chu, and Nick Nemeth versus Moose. Hopefully we'll get another JBL appearance tonight with Nick Nemeth. So we'll see how that goes. There's a lot of awesome stuff there.
Yeah.
That is pretty much your week in wrestling. I'm sure there's probably something.
Yeah, something we did skip over. Did you see Logan Paul's response to Kevin Nash?
Yes. Yes, I did.
That was good.
It was good, but I'm still siding. As much as I like watching Logan Paul wrestle, I'm still siding with Kevin Nash on this one.
I'm siding with Logan Paul on this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fucking old, fucking jealous bastard. Because the wrestling doesn't involve around you anymore.
I will say to the point of that where Nash was taking the dig at the paycheck that Logan Paul gets. It's pretty much all about who's going to move merchandise and draw attention to the product now.
Always has been.
Yeah, that's what Logan Paul does. So, I mean, he's an attraction. He's not a house show type wrestler. It would be awesome if he was on a house show. The attendance will probably like spike through the roof on that. But he's made a name for himself outside of wrestling to the point where he doesn't have to appear on house shows or doesn't need to appear on a house show. Like, I'll give him that. But he should definitely know the difference between a work and a shoot. Oh man, good stuff there. All right, let's get over to the Elite Figure of the Week, of course, which is brought to you by EntertainmentEarth.com. Use the code FTCollect and save 10% on all your in-stock items. We actually got two Elite Figures of the Week this week. And I think this has gone on about 3 minutes too long. And those figures are 3-minute warning. Rosie and Jamal.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Target's recent clearance sale this week. Pick these bad boys up for $6.89.
Oh, shit. That's a good deal.
Very good deal. Super psyched for these. Stoked to get actually new characters. Because Umaga's been under a Legends deal for God knows how long. This is the first time we're getting a Jamal. So I don't know if they were just waiting until they signed Rosie. But I am super excited that Rosie is under a Legends deal now, because that means somewhere down the line we're getting a superhero in training Rosie.
You think so?
I think so. I need it to go with my Hurricane, so they better make it. But it's pretty cool. Of course, he has the ponytail. So you take the do-rag off, and there's a little clip in there to put the ponytail on. So, but the face scan on this is freaking awesome. They did a great job on that Rosie.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can't complain on that one. Cloth goods for the jersey. Same thing with Jamal's shirt. Really captured that time in WWE where there wasn't really much going on, where we had 3-minute warning and hot lesbian action. And of course, before Jamal was all tatted up as Umaga.
Oh my god.
Love it. So there it is. That's your Elite Figure of the Week. Times 2. I cheated. All right, and now it's time for No Holds Barred. No Holds Barred this week. We'll kick it off on a little bit of a somber note. Rest in peace to one of the greatest voices of all time, the man that brought life to Darth Vader, Mr. James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. Yeah, he very, very influential in my childhood. The voice of Darth Vader.
Lion King.
Yep. The voice of Mufasa. Another kid movie he was in?
Probably.
Huh?
It's escaping me. I probably, once you say it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right.
He was the guy that owned the beast in cinema.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, I told you.
Yeah.
The blind.
Yeah. He of course he was the father in Coming to America.
Yep. Another iconic role.
Yeah. Who's in Field of Dreams. I don't know if you see it was a baseball movie. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've seen Field of Dreams. I have seen that one. It's just a great actor.
There's another.
Hunt for Red October. Another one.
Wasn't there one where he had a brother that was white?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? It was there's a kid. Was that him? I don't say it was him. There was a movie, and it was like a racist white guy, on his mother's deathbed. She tells him that his father wasn't his father, and that like he had a brother, and it was James Earl Jones, and like he lived in Chicago, and I guess like he went to go meet him or whatever. But yeah, it's like a funny movie from the '90s. I can't remember the name of it.
I'm going through his
But yeah,
thing here. I don't see anything that's like jumping out at me as far as that goes. But he was I could just see it. Did an episode of Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. Was a narrator in Stallone's Judge Dredd movie. A lot of great stuff. Oh, who's in The Sandlot too? Still alive. And his guest appearance on The Big Bang Theory was freaking awesome. That's probably like one of my favorite cameos on that series. Oh man, awesome stuff there.
but yeah, the movie I'm thinking about, I want to say the white dude in it was the dude from. I want to say it was the dude from. You ever seen Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
You know the white coach. I Remember the Titans, like the one that at the beginning he becomes the defensive coordinator, but like at the beginning he's the head coach. And
Family Thing.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, it's a Family Thing.
Okay. Definitely a good funny movie.
1996.
You got that good 90s racism in it.
Robert Duvall, James Earl Jones, Michael Beach. Written by Billy Bob Thornton and Tom Epperson.
Oh. Yeah.
Beach, Irma P. Hall, Tina Taylor. Oh, James Earl Jones. Iconic, actually. Speaking of iconic, they announced a sequel has been greenlit for The Goonies.
For the who?
The Goonies.
I'm not. Is sequel?
A sequel.
Or a remake?
Sequel. The original cast, the original Goonies are coming back for it. So, I'm excited. So, love the Goonies.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I don't know how like a fucking sequel is gonna work. Because it's a coming of age film. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It could be something with like their kids going on like some type of adventure, because that's pretty much what it's going to end up being. And that's about the only way you can do a sequel to the Goonies is by doing that type of story again. But it's got Steven Spielberg's attached to it. Obviously Richard Donner passed away, but I think with Spielberg attached to it, I think we'll get something that'll fall in line with the original. Probably not like the original, but hopefully good.
Yeah, it's like they're gonna be on like a mission to cancel Corey Feldman's band.
Stop Feldman from recording an album. We gotta stop Mouth from playing the guitar.
he was on Howie Mandel's podcast, and he said he's thinking about running for president. So we have that to look forward to.
Oh man, I think I'd rather vote for him than Trump. At the very least, but
it was funny too because there's like one statement where he's like I played one of my songs for Michael, and he's like, oh man, this is a hit. I'm gonna take it into I forgot what studios he said, and like it'll be a #1 hit, and he's like, no, don't do that, Michael. Like I gotta start the hard way in clubs and stuff. I was like, okay. I'm sure that's how it went, Corey.
I'm sure. Like, he says he was close with Michael Jackson, but the only one I remember being close with Michael Jackson was Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I mean, Feldman could have been too. Just
no, Feldman was close with him. He hung out with him a few times. But yeah,
it's gonna be a #1 hit.
But my TikTok is kind of like Corey Feldman pops up every once in a while, especially after his like guitar solo or whatever. People were debating whether or not it was real or not.
Didn't he?
I was like, whether it's real or not, it's like not good. You know what I mean? Like
he
was
was on stage with Limp Bizkit at one of their shows, just dancing.
Yeah,
in the background.
He opens for Limp Bizkit now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's their opening act on their tour is Corey Feldman.
Could you imagine that conversation? Hey, yeah, you guys, we're going on tour again. You know, we're gonna have Limp Bizkit tour again. Who are we gonna get for an opening act? We need to get someone the least expensive band that we can get. That because like we don't know how many people are gonna come out and see Limp Bizkit, so we got to keep the cost low. Got it, Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Oh man, he said he'd do it for $300 and a Kit Kat. Oh man,
they probably don't pay him. He probably just like pays them.
Oh man, that is one of those things. All right, good stuff. Got anything else for No Holds Barred?
I mean, Garrett ain't here, so I won't bore you with football or anything.
Oh, didn't you guys do picks last week?
We did do picks. I don't remember what we picked, so
Okay.
I don't know who did better. Well, I'll let Garrett figure that out if he wants to.
Oh man,
and then
Girls of Destiny just got destroyed again tonight.
Again?
By Cody.
That has to be Triple H. That's to be Triple H, like not wanting any group to be better than DX or something.
I don't know. Because but Solo is not letting Jacob Fatu get involved in these beatdowns. Like him and Jacob were just standing out of the ring while Roman and Cody destroyed Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. It's like, what the hell's the point?
Mm-hmm.
You got this badass and you're not letting them loose. So, I guess they're gonna do a tag match with Solo and Jacob against Roman and Cody. So I think it's gonna be for Bad Blood. Oh man, really disappointing. All right, that's pretty much it on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's kick it over to local talent. There's my thing. There's that. Bubble Store, redbubble.com/people/WrestleGettingPod. Go ahead and hop on over there and buy yourself some t-shirts, stickers, hats, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff. Unfortunately, no discount this week, but I'm sure there'll be one again soon. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Coming up this weekend, we got some of your local North Carolina shows. These are kicking off tomorrow, September 14th. This one is Unforgiven at the Chestnut Grove Middle School in King, North Carolina. Bell time on that one is 4 p.m. Doors open at 3:30. You got Evolution Assemble, also happening on 14th. That is in Denver, North Carolina. Doors open at 6, bell time at 7 p.m. And we also got on Sunday, Deadlock Pro Wrestling returns to Durham for the Carolina Classic. That's taking place on the 15th. Doors open at 5:30. Bell time is at 6. If you're VIP, you get early access at 5 o'clock. We've got the Urban Combat Wrestling presents Over the Top, which is happening on Sunday, 9:15 from 6 to 9 p.m. That one, unfortunately, did not give me a city for that. I think it's Lexington, if I remember correctly. I believe that's Lexington, North Carolina. Double checking on that one. Also happening, this one is going down on September 21st. Next weekend, you've got Paychecks Feed Families. That's happening in Gastonia, North Carolina. Doors open at 4:30. Bell time is at 5. Then you got Borderlines happening on October 6th at the Elevation Arena. This one's in Lexington, North Carolina. Doors open. Where do I go? Doors open at 4 p.m. Tickets are only $10 for that one. Oh, I got that one on there twice. Did not mean to put that one on there twice. Then happening in Burlington, North Carolina on Sunday, October 13th. Is that 13th? I believe that's Sunday, October 13th. Yes. October 13th in Burlington. RWA presents The Evil That Men Do. You see there Shannon Moore returning to RWA, taking on Psycho Boy Fodder.
Cool.
Good stuff going on. Good stuff. And yeah, so that's what's going on in the state of North Carolina for some wrestling. I'm sure there's more stuff out there, but that's all that I can find. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Good times. Got anything else?
No, man. Just watch your pets.
Lock your pets up. You don't want people eating them. Oh, man. All right. So that's going to do it for us. So thank you guys for checking us out again. This is episode 251. My name is Chris the Heat Matthews. He's the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland. Garrett G. Money Munn is off in Anderson's tool shed whacking off this week, so hopefully he'll be done and back with us next week.
Well, actually, he told me he had to go be a counselor at some kind of camp this weekend at a lake or something.
Oh. So hopefully he makes it back next weekend.
I think it's like Crystal Lake, something like that.
Or Crystal Lake. I just figured he was in Anderson's tool shed whacking off again. Oh, awesome. All right, y'all. We will chat with you guys next week. Later, Marks.
Later.